Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 12th to the 18th of June 2017. This weekend we see Jupiter turning direct at 13 degrees Libra, and this is a slow moving aspect that will take the whole of June and the first part of July. So there's a sense of stasis as Jupiter is stationary and slowly moving forwards. But for now, just enjoy the feeling of sovereignty and empowerment that's come about through the reflections and adjustments that we've made and worked upon since the beginning of February. Everything's in constant change, but we've had a year with lots of retrogrades already, and we've been taken backwards and forwards, outwards and inwards, to make the small steps and calibrations necessary to realise big results and realise our potential. So we're coming out of the full moon in Sagittarius, and Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius. So this has been a double aspect. There's a sense of wisdom, courage and sovereignty. So we've been able to discern what we really stand for, what we stand up for, and how. We've known when to act, and we're able to now slowly determine the best route forwards, having gone inwards and reconnected with what really matters. By Tuesday we have Mercury trine Jupiter, so another Jupiter aspect. And our higher, deeper self resounds in this harmonic. So a harmonic between Mercury and Jupiter, taking time out from our daily distractions, really connecting with that raising of our vibration. And it's worth considering because it's a very soulful aspect. Mercury is the mind and Jupiter is our sovereignty. It's worth considering what your soul came here to do and to learn and to give, because every day we're normally pulled outwards in distraction, and Mercury can be the distracted mind. But with a trine to Jupiter, what about going inwards and having a look on a much bigger level, on a soulful level? Why are you living your life the way you do? What matters? What's your mission? What's your purpose? And actually recentering with that. By Wednesday, another Mercury aspect as Mercury squares Neptune, so it's a very busy week. So Mercury squaring Neptune. Are we working from the intellect rather than the intuition? I guess that's the main aspect of this one. The mind wants to push forward. The mind has been taught to progress and plan. Modern society has almost got us convinced that our mental intelligence is king. And yet the intuition, with Neptune there, sometimes we know when something doesn't feel right. So have a look at where you're thinking and trying to plan and progress intellectually, mentally, and then tune into the cellular, emotional wisdom, the intelligence of the body, the intelligence of the soul. So if we think it, we can feel it before we decide to act upon it. That's the gist of Wednesday. And this works perfectly into Thursday as the Sun opposes Saturn. So the two suns there, Saturn was the original sun. So Sun opposition Saturn, we need to find the balance. Where are we giving our radiant energy to? What pursuits are we following, and what rewards would those bring if they came to full fruition? Are we wasting our valuable energy chasing after lower goals? Or are we avoiding responsibility where we could be putting our energy that would bring greater rewards in the long run? So an opposition there to pull us in two directions, but for us to then pull that back and find the fusion, your radiant energy, and what is it being structured towards, and what will that actually build in the long run? Taking responsibility, doing it the hard way, but putting our back into it and making sure that we're working towards valuable goals. By Friday we have Neptune turning retrograde, so another retrograde aspect since November. Neptune has been gliding forwards in our home sign of Pisces and slowly turning retrograde over the next few weeks. This is another very, very slow one. We're being pulled into our spiritual focus on our inner world, diving into our imagination, which is where we really create from, and immersing ourselves in the intuition and inspiration that our soul is whispering to us. So this goes very well with Wednesday's aspect, where we were checking in with our intellectual drive and having a look at where really does that feel right? Is this part of the bigger picture? So tuning in, imagination, intuition, inspiration, listen to your soul talking to you, and then let the mind come in afterwards and make the plans and plot the course forwards, but very, very inward on a cellular level, as we're drawn there with Neptune throughout the whole of the month, to really connect with what resounds. Then by the weekend, Mercury opposition Saturn. With this aspect, we can sum up some of the recent weeks where we've been triggered, where we've been annoyed. We can go and have a look at what thoughts and beliefs aren't serving us, because Mercury likes to think and Saturn likes to have a reality check. So a reality check of our thoughts. What are we thinking? What are we acting upon? Is it serving us? Is it true to us? Is it our best purpose? And anything that came up, any of the triggers that came up with the recent Gemini new moon and Mars going through Gemini, what was the root of that thought that brought the emotion? What ignited it? What old belief was it that got triggered? Where did it come from? Some major victories in self-awareness are at hand if we can engage with this Mercury opposition Saturn. So all told, a very interesting week, step by step, day by day. I'll post these horoscopes on my website, astrozo.com. They're on the front page if you want to scroll down. But literally a day by day plan of how we can harness these energies as they come up one by one. So those are the horoscopes for this week, and I'll see you next week. I am available for readings, so if you'd like to have a look at where this fits in your chart and how you can plot a course, then please do contact me for a one-to-one in person or on Skype to look at your birth chart and the current aspect. I also have my online courses where you can start to tune in and learn this for yourself, and my online group where we can have discussions as they come every day, different things happening and surrounding topics as well, in a safe and friendly environment. I run monthly astrology and tarot meetups if you'd like to actually meet up with people and practice this art in a group. And I have my Zodiac packs, which are available in the shop to give you esoteric knowledge around your sign, breaking free of just the psychological and helping you to engage with your chart, with herbs, with crystals, alternative power animals, your Celtic Birth Tree and much more. So please do check out my shop or email me zoehines7@gmail.com.